Tesla sales in China have, well, they've done some surprising things. I didn't honestly expect this. And guys, to tell you the truth, having been in China last week for a week, driving around in different cities, I was actually quite shocked by just how many Teslas there are. And to be fair, Teslas in China, they don't really look that good. To be honest, there's so many EVs there. There's so many models, like new models with new designs. The Tesla models do look a little bit old school. The new Model 3 doesn't, but there's not many new Model 3s around. So when you see these sales figures from Tesla when you've just been in China, it does kind of make you think that there's really one good reason, or one very compelling reason, why Tesla vehicles are selling so well in China, even though their competition are selling much cheaper. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Tesla vehicles, they are more expensive than similar EVs in terms of, similar level of size and power and battery performance, etc. They are more expensive in general. That's definitely the case. And not in general, 9 times out of 10 they're more expensive. So Tesla does sell on brand, but they don't just sell on brand. They also sell on one other key metric, and that is customer satisfaction surveys, customer complaints. Tesla has, the highest customer satisfaction in China of any EV brand, probably of any brand, period. They get the fewest complaints of any company. That is the biggest reason, in my opinion. I can't really make sense of these numbers. Tesla doesn't have full self-driving in China yet. They will, but they don't have it yet. That, in my opinion, could be the only possible reason for why Tesla vehicles are selling at a premium. Yeah, you could say they sell on brand, but really, to be honest, I'm not really sure that's true, because if you look at, say, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, their sales are not really doing that great. And they're brand, right? They're considered to be brands. Yes, the Chinese do still see brands as being very important. So it's not affecting them positively, but it is Tesla. And I think that's what it comes down to. Not just the perceived quality, but the actual quality, which is leading to very few complaints. Now, getting to Tesla's actual sales here, they registered 17,500 new vehicles last week. 1 week, but generally those registration numbers are a little bit lower than actual sales numbers. Either way, though, 17,500 is pretty significant. That's a big improvement of the previous week, which was 11,700. Now, to be honest, a bit of transparency, these are non-official sales. They're just registration data from the Chinese government on customers registering their cars. And sometimes there is a delay on this, which is the reason why these numbers are always low. They're always on the low side. If you look at BYD's numbers, BYD sales are always much higher than these numbers. BYD's numbers for the week are often 50 or 60,000. But obviously, if you times that by 4, then you're looking at only 200 to 220,000 car sales. So realistically, the reality is Tesla could have sold 20,000, maybe even slightly more. That would be a really good week for them. Interestingly, Tesla Chan said this: in my data, this is the highest record for Tesla this year. Intriguingly, guys, the sales of EVs have just broken a new record in China. This month, sales have hit 49.2% for the entire month. So every single month, the penetration of EV sales of plug-in hybrids and EVs continues to go up, meaning 50% of all cars there now being sold are plug-in hybrids or fully electric cars. They're not hybrids, just plug-in hybrids, which can be operated as an EV only. And of course, full EVs make up 50%. BYD's CEO Wang Shanfu said it would happen this year, but I think he thought it would happen towards the end of this year. It's already happened. The Chinese government thought this would happen in 2026. But the Chinese government wants this to happen. They don't want people to be buying internal combustion cars. I believe by the end of this year, guys, we're going to be looking at penetration rate closer to probably 60%. That's the beginning of the end for legacy auto in China, which is a huge problem for them anyway. It's good for everyone else, but it's a huge problem for them. If you compare Tesla's vehicles sales in China this year versus last year, they have gone down, but nowhere near as much as what you might think. Tesla sales in China are down by 4.6%. But if we include the last 3 weeks of data that we have, they've only gone down by about 3.5% for the year. Maybe 3%. It's around about that figure. Very close to last year. If you listen to the media, you'd be thinking, oh, Tesla's collapsing everywhere, sales are shocking, terrible. But yeah, really not that bad. Now keep in mind that these are actual insurance registrations, not car registrations. They're insurance registrations. And yeah, like I said, this data does take some time. Now, this quarter is at 13.1% quarter over quarter, plus 13.1%, and minus 15.6% versus the fourth quarter of last year. But the truth is that no car company in China would ever sell more cars in the second quarter of the year or the first quarter of the year versus the fourth quarter of the year. The fourth quarter of the year, many Chinese car companies sell twice as many cars as what they do in the first or second quarters. So that's pretty normal for everyone in China. Of those 17,500 vehicles, we have an estimate that 6,000 of them are Model 3s and the other 11,500 are Model Ys. And when I was in China, I saw Model Ys absolutely everywhere. I mean, they were so common. It was amazing. But, I mean, I think a lot of people in China are waiting for the new version of the Model Y. I honestly think that. I could be wrong though. We'll see. Now, if Tesla is able to get a new Model Y out a bit sooner than what Elon Musk has said, which is next year, if they can do that in the third quarter of this year, I think Tesla sales this year in China could be very similar to what they were last year. That would be a great result for them. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.